You ready? Huh? Y'all ready out there? Huh? You ready out there? Y'all ready out there? Is y'all ready out there? It's time. It's time for another one. It's time for another one. It's time for another one. I hope y'all ready. I really do. I hope y'all ready for this one. I hope y'all ready for this one. Straight to it. No time wasted. Peace and love to all you Moors, all you Muslims, all you Asiatics. It's that time right now. Listen, you know how we be going back and forth. Oh yeah, peace and love. Let me know where y'all tuning in from too though. Let me know where you at. Let me know where you at. Y'all know we in Morocco though, right? You know we in Morocco. You got you a flag? Is you waving this flag right here around? Cause this is your flag. Much love to all y'all out there tuning in and the ones that will tune in. It's each one teach one. Keep in mind, this ain't about me at all. This ain't about CushDey. This about us. Shout out to Boston. This about us. North Carolina, the Rock. South Side, Wild Hunteds. East Side Crazy. Out west with it. Up north with it. Low end. Inglewood. GDs, BDs, MCs, Blackstones, Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, Latin Kings. This about us. Decatur, Georgia. Islam. Shout out to the Bay. Islam. NYC. Islam. Y'all know it's our time, right? Cleveland. Islam. So without further ado, we getting straight to it. Look. You know how they be like, we got so many problems with our people. We got the men and the women. They beefing. They going against each other. Shout out to Minnesota. They going against each other. We got police out here getting away with murder. Why we just can't get our shit together? What's going on? Why we just can't get our shit together? I'm here to tell you today. This man right here, Noble Drew Ali, he brought the keys back to our people. High Bridge, BX, Islam. ATL, Southside, Islam. Baltimore, Islam. Phoenix, Islam. DC, Islam. Yeah, let me know where y'all at with it. Get that energy up. This man right here, though, Noble Drew Ali, he brought us back the keys to salvation. This man right here, North Philly, 215, Islam. Noble Drew Ali brought this back to us. Our self-law and master. Jersey, Seattle, Islam. He brought it back to us. So what are we doing with it? What are we doing with it? What are we doing with it? Run that back. What are we doing with it? A lot of people don't even talk about Noble Drew Ali because Noble Drew Ali was the one who brought them keys back. He brought them keys. Shout out to Vegas. Look, let's go straight to it. You know, we talk about things that we could do like, man versus women, for instance. People thinking that this right here ain't real. People thinking like this right here ain't got nothing to do. This right here ain't got nothing to do with real life. You got people out here really thinking like the Zodiac is not a part of the planet. It's not a part of the universe. It's not a part of ins and outs of our life forces. The Zodiac. You gonna want to buckle up your seatbelt. You gonna want to get some popcorn, a pen, some paper. You gonna want to screen record, take some screenshots, because we gonna be moving around. We're gonna be moving around, in and out. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to this beam out. Tis the season. Tis the season. Are you ready to awaken your God self? Are you ready to come out of your just human self and tap into your God self though? Because we all out here dealing with the shit now. We all out here going through problems now. Ain't nobody out here ain't got no problems. But I be saying though, like other Moors who be studying up be saying, it be, fam, we ain't waving our flag, which is right here. We ain't recognizing the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who is right here. We ain't recognizing the literature that he brought back to us. We ain't recognizing words are magic. Every time you say a word out your mouth, it actually manifests your life. Your life force will manifest by the words you choose to say out your face. The words that you say out your face, your mouth, gonna determine if you're gonna have a positive life experience or a negative life experience. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, fam. So, you know, I see clips floating around, and I got a lot of requests to do this one right here. I'm gonna merge it into this whole series where it's about relationships as far as the man and the woman. First of all, you women out there, we love y'all. We love y'all. There can be no us without you. First and foremost. Ignorance, though, is $1 trillion business. They rake in trillions off this. We gonna go against y'all. Y'all gonna go against us. Who the one that kicked that off, though? Margaret Sanger and her whole coalition of feminists. I see, this is just me. I see that the people who keep these narratives going, that man fighting against the woman, and man want the woman to stay home, and the woman, she want to get out and be independent and all that. It's nothing wrong with you having what you got. It's nothing wrong with that at all. Again, we deal with symptoms. We don't talk about the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem is it is a business to get us to be divided. For the man and the woman to be divided and not together, that's $1 trillion business. Trillions. That's how much bread they getting in from us fighting. And if you really just thought about it, you would say, let's look at this flag, for example. This flag right here. The Al-Moroccan flag. The flag of the Moors. The flag of the empire. Al-Maghrib al-Askar. If we was just to look at this flag, right? And we'll say, man and women together. Like together, we both want love. We both want truth. Well, you say love, we both want. We both want truth. We don't want to be lied to. Right? We don't want to be lied to. We both want peace. Peace of mind. We both agree that we want this now. We both want justice. Don't we both want freedom? You want to be free to move and do what you want to do. I want to be able to move. Men want to be able to move like we want to move. Freedom. Women want freedom. Men want freedom. Women want peace. Men want peace. Women want truth. Men want the truth. Women and men both want justice. Don't we want that? So we both want the same things. The $1 trillion business called the U.S. corporation working with a dark conglomerate. They want us to be beefing. They want us to be on the attack. Nah, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want that either. So we gonna steady clash and butt heads. And who's affected? Who's gonna be affected by the man and the woman bumping heads and clashing? The children, the babies. This shit is an operation. The operation is called PSYOPs. It's a military psychological operation. That's what this is. So we got to get to the roots of the problem. The roots of the problem is dealing with the whole entire situation. We steady be dealing with the symptoms. We don't dive into the root because there's so many distractions to keep us not talking about the PSYOP. This whole operation is a PSYOP. This is why the prophet Noble Ali, in his prophecies and hadiths, he told us, Moors, don't put the European on your brother. The European hybrids, they their own people. But what we do? You will have somebody in a relationship, they get hurt. First thing they're going to do is run to court. You're going to run to the European court. You know you ain't finna get justice in that. You're going to get crucified up in there. You know you're going to get crucified. But see what they come with. They come with the whole thing like, nah, you can go there and it's going to be better off. And who ends up being the victims? The babies. Because now they can't see the father. They can't see the mama. Who getting paid off all that though? Who getting paid? The U.S. corporation. The court system, the typists, the sheriffs that's there, the magistrate that's sitting up there. Look at all the attorneys. They all in on it. They go out for steak dinners together. That what you mean? You think they not cool? The attorneys and the magistrates that sit up there with the black robes on and the prosecutors, they all click together. They all part of the bar association. They all cool and click together. The barristers association, they all cool. They all kicky. So the only victim is the children. That's the victim. But what it go back to? Coney Island, Islam. Who gonna be affected? The babies. And that's the whole operation. The whole operation, again, is called psyops. Bing bong, right there. Oh God, they sitting back laughing. Brooklyn in here strong. The psyop is to keep men and women fighting against each other. You know what? Let's go right here. I'm gonna give you, because I see the whole, like y'all see. If you on this beam out in real time, you see it too. We got to start dealing with the root though. Not just, we talking about the symptoms. Let's deal with the root, all right? Because we both want the same thing. We both want love. We both want peace. We both want truth. We want freedom. We want justice. We both want that. So it ain't like somebody like, nah, because you can't tell me nowhere in law where women are oppressed and men are not oppressed. It's not there. It ain't in there. So you can't tell me women are oppressed. How? What law can you say? Because according to the Constitution, we equal. So since we equal in law, what would it be a sense of the feminist group? Wow, hunters, I see you more. Wow, wow. It ain't no difference between men and women in law. Watch this. Watch this. Let me show y'all this. We're gonna go right here to solving problems. Let's go right here. Because I got video footage. You're gonna want to tune into this beam out. Trust me. You're gonna want to share it out too. Share it out. This is called thinking critically. What it say right here? Hold on, turn me up, man. Let's go. Turn me up, fam. Let's go. Turn me up, fam. Turn me up. Turn me up, fam. Solving problems. What it say? Let's just go straight to it. It say an organized approach to analyzing difficult problems. Okay? That's what we on. Solving problems. We all want to solve problems because we tired of these fucking problems, ain't we? Okay, let's go to the root then. First step is, what is the problem? No justice, no peace. That's the problem for our people, right? So that's step one. What do you know about the situation? What results am I aiming for? How can I define the problem? Can we collectively define the problem? Or do we steady go by beliefs? I believe Islam more. Yes, sir. Y'all don't know who that is right there? Follow more. Median obey. So what solutions can we bring if we first don't even recognize the problems? Okay, that's step number one. Okay, step number two. What are the alternatives? What are the boundaries? What are the possible alternatives? We talking about solving problems now. Go to step three. What are the advantages and or disadvantages of each alternative? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? What additional information do I need? See, we talking about solving problems, right? We talking about people out here, they steady be crying. They steady be crying about this happening. But they don't want to deal with law books though. They would rather just believe that police have the right to gun our people down. They would just rather believe that. Or they just got it in their mindset like they just quit. And whatever happened, just happened. Let's continue. Step 4. What is the solution? Which alternatives will I pursue? What steps can I take? And step number 5, we going into a full circle. How well is the solution working? What is my evaluation? What adjustments are necessary? Okay, so let's analyze that. Okay. First, we're going to say, what is the problem? Our people ain't getting no justice. Our people ain't getting no peace. Our people getting harassed. Our people getting gunned down. Our people getting took out their car. Just total injustice. Genocide, right? We can see this. But we can't see this, though. We can't see that this is a PSYOP operation. See? This is military. The things that they're doing is called a PSYOP. This is just not coincidence that these events keep happening. They happen to cause fear, to create propaganda, to create disinformation. That's a PSYOP. And you have classifications of a PSYOP. Matter of fact, let's go right here. Let's take it there. Let's just take it there. Let's take it straight to you. Check this out. Watch this. Turn the light up.
Psychological warfare, also known as PSYWAR, is the use of psychological tactics and methods.
Hold up. I'm going to bring it back. Hold up.
Emotions, attitudes, and behaviors of an enemy.
Check it out. Let's go. Get your popcorn ready. Take some notes.
Psychological warfare, also known as PSYWAR, is the use of psychological tactics and methods to influence the perceptions, emotions, attitudes, and behaviors of an enemy. The aim of psychological warfare is to weaken the opponent's will to fight and ultimately defeat them without even resorting to military force. The methods used in psychological warfare can range from propaganda and misinformation to scare tactics and psychological manipulation. Despite being perceived as a contemporary development, psychological warfare actually has roots dating back to ancient times, with evidence of its use appearing in various civilizations, such as the Greeks, Romans, and Persians. In ancient Greece, the art of rhetoric was used as a form of psychological warfare, with orators using their skills to sway public opinion and influence decision-making. The famous Greek philosopher Aristotle wrote extensively on the subject, outlining the techniques and strategies that could be used to manipulate public opinion. In ancient Rome, psychological warfare was often used in military campaigns, with the goal of undermining the enemy's will to fight. Julius Caesar famously used psychological tactics, such as spreading false rumors about his strength and military prowess, to intimidate his opponents and secure victories on the battlefield.
Listen.
In the Persian Empire, psychological warfare was used in diplomacy, with ambassadors and emissaries using rhetoric and other persuasive techniques to gain advantages in negotiations and international relations. Fast forward to the 20th century, psychological warfare methods became crucial in military and political strategies, with both world wars serving as major theaters for the use of these methods. The use of propaganda and psychological operations was widespread during both world wars, with both sides using various media to shape public opinion and undermine enemy morale. The rise of mass media, such as newspapers, radio, and later television, made it possible to reach a large audience with a single message and helped to further enhance the impact of psychological warfare.
Pause right there. Now, if you just Google, there are 6 corporations that own all of the media outlets. All of the media outlets, they are owned by 6 corporations. Google them yourself. Look up. Now, if you say if there's six corporations that control all of the media, and these 6 corporations don't have our best interests, we got to look elsewhere. We can't just keep looking through the six corporations. Got to look elsewhere. And this is why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us we need to have our own media. We need to have our own schools. The Prophet Noble Drew Ali is a mastermind. He's still here. He's a mastermind. And he told us what we needed to do. We needed our own schools and we need our own media. Because in order to change the people, you have to change their literature. You have to change the literature if you're going to reach the people and change their mentality. Because a lot of people, they in the bubble. They talk about solving problems, but when you present, listen, what is the problem? Okay, they can tell you all day about the problem, But then when you say, okay, well, what's the solution? That right there, that step right there, that's where they stop at. They could talk all day about what the problem is. Police, they gunning us down. They could talk all day about all that. But when it comes to solving the problem, though, it's like our people are just allergic to this right here. Book reference. Our people are allergic. And this is part of the psyop. Allergic to going to this book right here. Fam, it's like this book like kryptonite with our people. You bring up this green book, oh no, everything they finna go the other way. They finna damn near run from the whole conversation. You could just be talking. They finna evacuate the premises. They don't even want to talk about no law. First thing they do say is if they do, they're gonna be judgmental. They're not gonna have any kind of premise of an argument. None. They just gonna go by what they believe. What they believe. I want to show y'all something real fast. I'm gonna show y'all something real fast out the same book. Watch this. Hold on. Matter of fact, well, I want to get to that. I'm gonna get to that though. I ain't gonna let you. I'm gonna let you stay right there for a second because we still talking about psyops. All right, we still talking about psyops now. All this got to do with psyops, constructing knowledge, or you want to solve problems. Let me leave you on here for a little second. Come on, bring it.
In the post-World War II era, psychological warfare continued to evolve, particularly during the Cold War. The US and the Soviet Union engaged in a battle for global influence and superiority, using various psychological methods, such as propaganda, disinformation, and psychological operations, to sway public opinion and undermine the adversary's political and military power. Psychological warfare.
Hold up. Now, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Hold up. Watch this. Listen.
In the post-World War II era, psychological warfare continued to evolve, particularly during the Cold War. The US and the Soviet Union engaged in a battle for global influence and superiority, using various psychological methods, such as...
Okay. Nah, he talking about psyops, right? He talking about psychological weapons. Now, look. Psychological weapons, misinformation, disinformation, smear campaigns, parading somebody out there to put a narrative out there. This is what they do all the time. They've been running the same game for a long time right now, but we starting to wake up right now. See, it's each one teach one. It ain't about me. It ain't about CushDey. It's about Noble Drew Ali's message because he's the head of the movement. It's about putting out the information, each one teach one. So we could get together and we need to start vibrating and we energize and we galvanize ourselves back up to where the hell we supposed to be. That ain't gonna happen if we stuck over here talking about some, I don't know I just want to believe. I don't know what the solution is. I just want to believe. We cannot continue to fight with our women. You women, you Moorish women, you cannot continue to fight against us because it's a psyop. The whole thing is a psyop operation, just broken down in bits and pieces. Fight with y'all, y'all fight with us. Who's affected? The children. That's who's affected. They the ones gonna be missing their mama or missing their father. The children are the ones affected. But the psyop keep running, they're gonna keep us going toe to toe. Oh, you make more money than I do. You make more money than I do. Since I make more money than you do, I'm going to tell you what to do. What? It's a psyop, fam. It is a complete psyop. If you divide the home up, you destroy the whole nation. You want some more information on that? Get this book right here. Isonomy. The Great Masonic Secret. Master Key. Fam, this is what I'm talking about 'tis the season. We got to start breaking these things down, going to the root of the problem. Not keep talking about the symptoms. We got to start going to the roots of the problems, fam. Because the root of the problem, look, the root of the problem is this right here. Our women are under attack. And this is why the prophet Noble Drew Ali picked the woman out of the water. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We talking about military psychological operations, okay? PSYOPs. The man fighting against the woman and the woman fighting against the man. This is what they want our people to continue to do. Go to court. Go to the European court. Take his ass down to court. Get some child support. All of that is unconstitutional. But if we continue to initiate them kind of games, you think if they benefiting, earning trillions off of these operations, why the hell would they stop? Why the hell would they stop? Stop saying black. That's another PSYOP. Black. That's a PSYOP operation. Because again, words are magic. What you say out your mouth manifests your world, manifests reality. That means universal law. Okay, so-called. I got you. We got to stop manifesting this PSYOP word magic of black, white. We got to stick to the prophets' teachings and knowledge. If we ain't sticking with this, then we drifting off where they want us to be in the PSYOP world. The true and most effective key to conquering a nation of people is to control the woman and her womb. Oh my God. Fam. This is why they own what they own. Look, what they say. What they say about the woman. If you want to know how society is, look at the woman. This is what they say about our women all the time. Look at this. From the book, The Torch. This is why in the music, they making all that trash ass music, like dehumanizing a woman, making a woman look like a whore or a slut. This is why, appreciate you too, more. This is why they got our women out here on TV looking like that. They're casting spells. They're using PSYOPs because they have control of the media. So they could portray it on TV, but that don't mean all women are like that or all men are like that. But they got the TVs though. J Trap, peace more. They got TVs. Therefore, they have media, and media is powerful because as children to adults, what do you see first? You see images. Images are powerful. So you recognize the image before you even hear the word sometimes. Sometimes you might see the image, and depending on what the image is, it's going to determine if you fuck with it or you don't fuck with it based off the image. All right? Look, what does it say? If you got the book, The Torch, we on page 335. What does it say? This is the science behind the seeming destruction and dumbing down of the masses because of the mental and spiritual subjugation of women. If you want to know the condition of a society or the trajectory of its future, look at the condition of the females. Repeat. If you want to know the condition of a society or the trajectory of its future, look at the condition of the females. And that'll give you a clear-cut answer to what to was, is, and will be the problem and solution. Ding, 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 ding. If you look at the women, then you'll see society. So I ask y'all outside like I'm outside. Look at the condition of our women out here being portrayed on media, social media. They being portrayed as thoughts, hot boxes, doing whatever they want to do for the bag, shitting on man. We ain't talking about all y'all women. So before you jump out the car because you ain't got a car seat on or you ain't got a seatbelt on, don't jump head first out the windshield because you getting emotional and you not tying it back in, putting your emotions on the shelf, dealing with logic, reason, all right, critical thinking. Don't let yourself fly through the car windshield because you forgot to put your seatbelt on because you got emotional. Don't go head first through the windshield because you forgot to put the seatbelt on. I told you to buckle up. Don't go head first through the windshield because you like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. The women is better than a man. You dealing with a whole feminist mentality. That is a whole Margaret Sanger feminist movement shaped mentality. It's a PSYOP. If you like that, if your mind is like that, I'm talking to you women out there. If your mind is on women are better than men because we're women, you under mind control. You under a psyop operation, military. You don't even realize it. Because again, social media got you by the brain. Got you by the brain. Got you completely by the brain. Men and women are together. Actually, factually, we cannot exist without each other. Let's continue though. Hold up, you want a receipt on that? Hold up, you want a receipt on that, huh? Okay. From the book Word Magic. You want a receipt on that? Shout out to Seattle. What it say? It say, for us to achieve spiritual freedom and rise above duality, we have to balance the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within us. The truth is that the divine masculine energy cannot exist in a balanced and conscious state without the divine feminine energy. Receipts. What it say? It say what? The divine masculine energy cannot exist in a balanced and conscious state without the divine feminine energy. Hold up. We got some for the women too. We got some for the men too. You see us as Moorish men, our divine masculine energy cannot be balanced or consciously in a state of calmness without the divine feminine energy. Whole time though, if the divine feminine energy were to suddenly cease to exist, the divine masculine energy would become so out of balance that it would also cease to exist. We cannot live without each other. Divine masculine energy has become so strong and distorted that it has endangered the integrity of the harmonious interaction between the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. This is what you're talking about. Transhumanism, artificial intelligence, genetically modified organisms, nuclear weapons, wars, false religions. All this transhumanism talk, all this AI talk, this is another psyop. The psyop is them doing what they doing. It's operations. Look, watch this. Let's keep going.
Propaganda, disinformation, and psychological operations to sway public opinion and undermine the adversary's political and military power. Psychological warfare methods are usually referred to as psychological operations, or psyops, especially within the U.S. military. Psychological operations specifically focus on the dissemination of information and ideas to influence the perceptions and attitudes of a target audience. As such, they can be overt or covert. Overt psychological operations are also known as white psychological operations.
Listen.
These involve the dissemination of truthful and transparent information. The goal of white psyops is to build trust and credibility with the target audience, both domestically and internationally. This type of psychological operation is often used to communicate official government messages, such as updates on military operations or humanitarian aid information during conflict or disaster scenarios. White psyops are distinguishable from other forms of psychological operations, as they do not involve any deceptive or misleading information and are intended to be open and transparent to the target audience. Covert psychological operations are often considered controversial due to their deceptive and untraceable nature. Gray psyops use misinformation or partial truths to sow confusion and doubt, while black psyops are used to discredit an adversary, using false propaganda or write out misinformation.
Pause right there. Nah. The psyop operation. Throw this at y'all. You know that movie that just came out with? Leave the World? Whatever that movie was. What was it? Leave the World? Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke. Y'all know the movie I'm talking about on Netflix. In that movie, they had a whole lot of psyop operations. Electric cars. How they want everybody to buy electric cars. What happened in the movie? For y'all who ain't seen the movie, spoiler alert. In the movie, the electric cars started being used like missiles. All them electric cars that people I gotta get me a Tesla. I gotta get me an electric car. Yeah, you wanna get you an electric car? Fam, all they gotta do is push a button on there, on the motherboard. All them electric cars, on God, leave the world behind. This is why I rock with y'all, because we got intelligent morals on these beam outs. Look, the cars just start taking off, blocking the road up, ramming the whole road up, the whole road full of electric cars, because they got took over. Okay, hey, look, because you programmed, you hardwired up into the system, somebody could come in and be like, hey, we finna turn your car into a missile. Your car got hacked. Anything online can be hacked. Anything can be hacked online. If it's online, it can be hacked. It can be manipulated. It can be controlled. Whole time, look. Then you would say, talking about psyops. Remember that scene in the movie? I told you we was going to be moving around. Remember that scene in the movie, though? Where they was on the little shorty, whatever. He had found that little piece of paper outside. Remember he found that paper outside, right? And they came up in the crib and they showed the mama, they showed everybody that was in the house. Remember that scene? Nah, then you like, they couldn't understand what the paper was. Dude, Shorty had the piece of paper. He like, man, what's this? Shorty came over there and remember he translated it. That's disinformation. That's misinformation. That's a psyop. Give them misinformation, disinformation, get them to panic. And what dude say when they was sitting in the car? What he said? He said, man, look, there's 3 phases to what can happen. Remember? He said it's 3 phases to what can happen. In them phases, he was talking about the last 3rd phase was civil unrest. That means the people was actually going to make the psyop operation go through. It's not them. It's they put out suggestions. That's all they could do. The dark force can only put out suggestions. It's suggestibility. That's all they can do. They can suggest something, give you an impression about something, give you a projection about what they want you to see. Now, if you choose to go by your perception and not reality, they got you. You've now been psyoped. Right here. You've been psyoped. This is what they want. They want our people to be out here psyoped. Mind control. And the whole time don't even know it's military psychological operations. See? Now you talking about, okay, relationships. In relationships, the psyops, they on full go mode right now. I'm talking about they throwing the kitchen sink, the attic, the basement. They throwing the garage at everybody right now, right? They got all kind of TV shows, cheaters. They got relationship shows, people on the show getting slapped, having a fight with their so-called man or whatever, but it's on TV. They got producers. The producers got scripts that they got to write up and they got to follow. So they get the people that sign the contract to get up on these shows and then act like fools when they on these shows because they under contract. The whole show is a psyop. What's the psyop, Kush? The psyop is to portray and project our people in a certain image. And then those images collectively gonna get beamed out, and people who watch them, who don't deal with logic, reason, critical thinking, they gonna be suggested those images, and they gonna internalize them images. They not gonna use deductive reasoning. They not gonna use logic. They gonna be like, yeah, I need to really start thinking like that because I seen Blasey blah Blasey, she was acting like that. Or I seen Buddy, he was acting like that. I need to start acting like that. Nah, you done created another zombie. You done created a whole other zombie because they ain't used no critical thinking at all. All they did was watch them images, internalize it, and they started thinking exactly like the psyop operation is set up to do. You watch it, you internalize it, then you start emulating what you see. That's a psyop, and that's what they doing. Look, let's keep going. Let me show y'all this. Talking about psyops, right? Because the whole time we be just talking about relationships and the man and the woman, but we never dive into the root of why the beef of men and women, and it seemed like an uprise with women. That's a whole psyop operation. It's a feminist movement to get the woman to get higher paying jobs, Listen, that's why I said, put your emotions on the shelf. Put your emotions on the shelf. Deal with logic, reason, okay? If you got an argument, your argument can be valid or invalid based off the premise and the conclusion of your conversation. People out here be talking about they going against something. They ain't even got no premise on their argument. What is it? Is your argument, does it have valid points? Because if it don't have valid points, it's invalid. It's shit dead. Ab initio, from the dough, dead. Watch this. What's this right here? Because they be fake going into it. We finna take it all the way in there, though. We gonna take it all the way up in there. Let's go. I want to just drop that on you because that right there. Let's go.
Winning. Why do you think that is?
Ooh, you're not gonna like me.
Let's go back to we want to hear that from. We're gonna hear that from the dough, from the start. Let's go.
And entrepreneurs are winning. Why do you think that is?
Ooh, you're not gonna like my answer. One thing that they did during slavery is that they made sure to emasculate the man, right? And then make the woman powerful. And the reason why they made the woman powerful is because primary caretakers of the babies. And we're going to do everything that we can to make sure our babies live. Things are put in place so Black women can feel like they don't need a man.
So you think it's designed to separate and conquer?
You can tell when there's not a father in the household. The kids carry themselves a different way. And you can see that they're lacking something, especially the boys. This narrative about being this independent Black woman, because you never hear another race say that. We need to get rid of that narrative. It shouldn't be one person over the other. You should be working together to build.
That's really the reason why we're doing so well.
Yes.
They're promoting it.
And
I think word is more palatable.
Right.
You know, Black men, they're more their competition.
They are, and they are not afraid to speak their mind. So all of the grants, all of this stuff for Black women this, Black women that. But what about the men?
Besides them saying Black, that irked me. That as intelligent as our people is, they still are under the mind control. And I get it though, but I don't accept that shit. That shit cannot get a pass. That shit cannot get a pass. So when I see it, I call that shit out. We are not Black. We can never be Black. Black is an adjective. People are nouns. You can't be black, white, brown, yellow. You can be described as those adjectives. That's what an adjective is. But you can never be, because those are adjectives. Blood is blood. It ain't no other blood on the earth. It's just blood. It is what it is. You feel me? But the reason why I pulled this clip up, it was powerful though. It's strong because you said, old girl, she was like, she took a deep breath and she said, what? You ain't gonna like my answer. And whole time she was on there. Yeah, you seen the comment section, right? Comment section going belligerent, going berserk, crazy, all type of wild ass comments. And the people that's writing them crazy comments, they don't even know they under PSYOP. They under military psychological operation control. They don't even realize it. They don't even realize that all them jewels that she was on there kicking, she was spitting, dropping all that free game. They don't even, that shit went in one ear and out the other. Why? Why did they do that though? Why did they do that? Because they don't want to deal with constructing knowledge. They don't want to deal with that. They want to deal with their beliefs. What's beliefs? Interpretations, evaluations, conclusions, and predictions about the world that we endorse as true. It don't say it is true. It just says we endorse as true. Let's keep going. Beliefs are based on indirect experience, oral and written sources of information. Beliefs are based on direct experience. Beliefs evaluating indirect information. How reliable this shit right here, how reliable is the information that you believe in? How reliable is the source of the information that you believe in? PSYOPs. Developing knowledge developing knowledge by thinking critically about our beliefs. This is how we develop knowledge on God. And the word belief has the word lie. The word belief, let me show you. If we was just to break this word down, let's do it in real time. Let's do it in real time. If we just did it in real time and you look at it, there it is. Just look at it. There it is. Right there. If we break the word beliefs down, the root word to beliefs is lie. This is why we don't deal with beliefs. We've graduated from beliefs. We've graduated from having faith. We've graduated into knowledge, which is fruition. There's 3 steps. First is belief. Second is faith. The third is fruition. And we don't deal with this no more. We don't deal with just having faith no more. We up here because we construct the knowledge. This is how you add on and build. You see? But the PSYOP operation is continue to fight, argue, debate about where you stand at. Why am I going to debate what 5 and 5 is with you? Because you think 5 and 5 is 11. Why would I stand there and debate with you? This is some of the premise that I see that goes around in this world, and they dealing with psyops. You want to debate with me about a word in the dictionary, and you speak this language, but now, since what I'm saying or Moors be saying, someone that actually studies language, linguistics, and etymology, things that make sense because we use it every day. Mathematics, geometry, things that we use every day. You would rather argue with us, the ones that's studying. You would rather argue and tell me your premise is off of belief and not facts or truth. So why would I argue with you? When I ask you a question, the first thing you tell me, nah, that's the white man's book. Hybrid Europeans are not the white man. Pale-faced people are Albions who have nationalities. That's why they call pale-faced hybrids. They're hybrids of the OGs. You know how when you like say you a grower out there, you grow cannabis or something, right? Now you got the OG strain and you got the hybrid strains. OG, hybrids. Which one is stronger? All y'all growers out there, all y'all, know what I'm saying? You out there, you know what I'm talking about. So what's stronger, the OG strain or the hybrid strain? Which one is stronger, OG or hybrid? You just put it together. I'm talking about cannabis or any other strain, fruit strain, cannabis strain, any strain that you want to think about right now in your head. What's stronger, the OG strain of a fruit or a vegetable or a plant? What's stronger, the hybrid or the OG? It's called an OG for a reason, because it's the original strain. The hybrid strain is a mix of the OG. You want the OG. Moors, my point is, Moors, we are the OG strain on the planet. It's not the other way around. It's not no pale-faced Europeans called us Moors, and then we took on that name as Moors. You dealing with beliefs. You dealing with opinions. You have not researched enough to stand on what you're saying. That's why you will get emotional, you will get out of character, and then you will shut down. This is the whole thing. You will hear conversation come up, you shut down. Shields up, shut down. This is what happens. And then they'll say, nah, I don't want to deal with the dictionary because the dictionary is the white man's words. How could it be their words when we've been on this planet literally for millions of years? You don't think we was intelligent enough to create our own languages? Like all of the languages that's on the planet. You don't think we was intelligent enough? We constructed architecture that can't even be revamped right now. I'm talking about pyramids. They still can't even revamp a pyramid right now. The technology on pyramids, they can't even revamp that. You don't think we cooked up languages though? You think it was waiting? You think we did all these gigantic constructions on a planet, all these massive buildings, underground buildings and above buildings? You think we created all these mega structures and we couldn't talk? What you mean? Like, you got to start giving yourself more credit. Why are you giving them credit and they weren't even able to talk? How you think about it? How you giving them credit like that and they weren't even able to talk like that? Like, what are you talking about? Give yourself more credit. We Moors. Give yourself more credit. You giving pale-faced Europeans credit that we allowed them to come over here and do whatever they doing. Give yourself more credit, fam. Straight up. Where's my phone at? Okay. You say this. Let's go here. Let's go right here. What it say? It say what? Developing knowledge by thinking critically about our beliefs. What? It say what? Are the beliefs compelling and coherent explanations? This is how we start developing knowledge. We start thinking critically, asking questions, questioning the information. Are the beliefs compelling and coherent explanations? That's number one. Number two, are the beliefs consistent with other beliefs and knowledge? Number three, are the beliefs accurate predictions? Number four, are the beliefs supported by reasons and evidence? Hold up. We got to throw a little ink on that one. Yeah, that one right there. Hold up. That one right there. I mean, all of them is highlight worthy though, but that one right there, yeah. Yeah, we got to go there with that one. Hold up. We got to really go there with that one. Are the beliefs supported by reasons and evidence? Lastly, are the beliefs based on reliable sources? Answer me this. All these people out here that swear they the ones that's bringing out solutions. Question. Do these people that say they bringing solutions, do they ever show law books, history books? Do they ever show astrology books, Zodiac? Do they ever show geography books? Do they ever show history books about anything to connect any kind of dots? Or do they get in front of the camera, they start talking? Guess what they doing? Guess what they doing? Y'all know what they doing. They doing PSYOPs. Military psychological operations. This is what they doing. This is all they been doing. That shit dead. Over with. All them PSYOP military operations, now you can start peeping them. Look, all you gotta do is do this. Do y'all show books? Oh no? Y'all talk about justice and getting peace and, well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong though, but don't justice require law? So if you talking about justice, then you talking about law, but you ain't talking about showing us no books of law. You might do some screenshots. You might do some screenshots. Yeah, you might play like a little half a snippet of a clip from somebody talking, but you don't really show shit. You show little bits, and y'all know what I'm talking about. They show little bits and pieces of clips. They don't really show nothing though. They don't show no definitions. Even off top of the dome, do they quote any definitions off the top of the dome, like land, inheritance, consanguinity, free white person? What does colorable mean? Do they, I mean, even if you ain't got the actual book in front of you, you should be able to quote what it is, like nationality. Can you quote what it is so you can tell somebody? Because black codes is in the law book. Black codes is there. But they still keep calling our people black. Got to start looking at these people real sideways, like, y'all still continuing this word matching. That means death. Y'all continue to call our people black, which means death. And you calling them white, which they can never be because they're not the pure OG source. That part. How you gonna call somebody that's a hybrid an OG? Yo. How you gonna call hybrid people OGs? What? So you gonna call hybrid pale-faced Europeans OGs. So when you call pale-faced hybrids Europeans, when you call them white, you calling them an OG. But I thought we was the OGs though. I thought we was the OGs. We are the OGs because we coming like this. We coming like this with it. So what you mean? We talking about civilizations that's from Lemuria, fam. We the ones that set the whole tone on the earth. We the blueprint. Where you think all this stuff came around from the planet from? Fam, we could trace our ancestry bloodline back to Lemuria. Europeans can't do that. Hybrids, they can't do that. Moorish Americans can trace our bloodline lineage, our genealogy back to Yahushua or so-called Jesus. Can any European you name, hybrid, can they trace their family lineage back to anybody in the Bible? Can you do that? Can you trace your genealogy back to anybody in the Bible from the so-called holy line of the Bible? Moses, Joseph, Mary. Can you trace your blood lineage back to that? No. Question. Is there any mention of white people in the Bible? I told you we was finna be moving all around. Put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on, because we moving around. Don't let your emotions, let your head go through the front windshield. Because you forgot to put your seatbelt on and you just talking, you weren't paying attention to the road, and your whole body, head first, went out the windshield because you ain't had no seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. There's no people called white people in the Bible. It's not there. It's not in there. So, do it still make sense that you say that you're a Christian? But Noble Drew Ali said that we're Asiatics and Muslims. Muslims mean the divine will of Allah. That's a Muslim. We're not Muslims. We're Muslims. We are the divine will of Allah. That's a Muslim. That's OG. OGs are Muslims. Muslims, what you would say is hybrids. Those ain't the OGs. Muslims are the OGs. That's why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali wrote it how he wrote it. You think he wrote it for no reason? First page. He wrote it how he wrote it for a reason. He didn't write it for no reason. He wrote it how he wrote it for a reason. That's why he said, the reason these lessons have not been known is because the Muslims of India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them back from the outside world. And when the time appointed by Allah, they loosened the keys and freed these secrets. And for the first time in ages, have these secrets been delivered in the hands of the Muslims of America. I love when, don't you love when a plan come together? You gotta love when a plan come together, right? You gotta love it when a plan comes together. I mean, so they say they study the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and they do say that Noble Drew Ali was a prophet. But how you gonna go against Noble Drew Ali's writings in the Circle 7 Quran, which you say you study? I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? What part of this ain't you computing in your head? What are you doing? He said, the Muslims, he said, the secrets have been delivered to the Muslims of America. That's the Prophet. Noble Drew Ali said that. He wrote that. So where you getting Muslims from? Y'all, yeah, that's the 18 reference. That y'all know I'm a movie head. That's the 18 reference. Hannibal said that. And where Hannibal name come from? The Moorish history is so deep, so strong. You got to really start putting it together, fam. And that's our birthright. That's our bloodline. We come from this. This is why the Prophet Noble Drew told us, Moors, you just plain rich. You rich. You rich if you really knew yourself. And that's why we doing what we doing. Keep in mind, this ain't about me. This ain't about CushDey. Nah, this is about us. This is about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's why I said, get your flags up. You need to have this flag on your wall, in your house, your apartment. You need to have one in your car. You need to have one on your front door. You need to just start repping. Get a flagpole, put it outside your house. So the world can start seeing like, hey, these Moors, nah, they really not afraid to show that they repping their nation. Now you're going to start seeing people from around your community. Now, people at the gas stations, when you go to the gas station with your shamag on, your turban on, you go in there with your fez on, they going to come in there like, it happen all the time. I go to a gas station, I go anywhere. They see me with the demo on, they see me with something on, some Moorish drip on. It's a different kind of vibe, a whole different kind of energy when they see that. They start, and then don't say a couple words in our language, Moorish language. Moorish language is all languages. So when somebody asks you, what's the Moorish language? All languages. All languages. Because that's Moorish languages. That's Moorish birthright, lineage, inheritance, consanguinity. Like, what you mean? Anywhere we roam, that's our home. Boss. Go right here with it. What it say right here with it? What it say right here with it? Let's go. Let's go. Psyops.
Operation Mockingbird was a notable example of the use of psychological operations by the U.S. government during the Cold War. Launched by the Central Intelligence Agency in the 1950s, Operation Mockingbird aimed to influence and control media content in the U.S. and around the world to promote favorable views of the government and its policies. The operation involved the recruitment of journalists, editors, and media executives who would then produce and disseminate information that was favorable to the government. Despite its controversial nature, Operation Mockingbird is considered one of the largest and most effective psychological operations in American history. In the 21st century, psychological warfare continues to be used in military and political contexts, with new technologies, such as social media and the internet, providing new tools for the dissemination of information and ideas. As global conflicts evolve and new technologies emerge, the role of psychological warfare is likely to remain a significant factor in shaping the outcome of future conflicts. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below if you would like to see more videos on psychological warfare.
More videos about psychological warfare. Psychological warfare. You want to see more videos on psychological warfare, fam? Yeah, it's time to start repping our flags. Start throwing these hard questions out for these people. I mean, they ain't even really hard questions. If they talking about us as a people getting justice, well then, all right, present some documentation from law books that's showing proof about what you talking about. Simple and plain. You can't talk justice no more without showing no receipts. Period. If you out here talking about justice, you ain't got a law book inside your whole library. That's an automatic indicator. They a fraud. Period. If they talking justice without bringing up a law book, how you gonna get justice without law? That's why everything about moral science tie in together. From the Zodiac to etymology to linguistics to morphology to architecture to geometry to science of life. Everything connects back to moral science because moral science is all. Because law governs all events. I, self, law, and master. Look, you go right here with it. Go right here with it. Hold up.
Need to smell native sugar cookie.
Hold up. Let me turn up. Let me go ahead. You see the time right now. You see Ye was talking about, Ye was talking. He was talking because it's that time right now. But I want to show y'all something. Hold up. I want to show y'all a psyop that's really affecting our people. I'm talking about bogus as hell. Look at this. Look at this right here. Remember I was talking about earlier how you got women out here who are under the psyop spell where they don't even realize. That's why I brought it with this kind of angle. Because if you just go right in, a lot of people, they don't put their emotions on the shelf and they just instantly put up blockers. They not even trying to hear nothing you saying. Automatic shutdown. Automatic cognitive dissonance. Just completely shut down. That's why I brought it with this kind of angle. So you see the psyop. The psyop. The operations of psychology. You see the psyop happening. You can't argue with facts. You can't argue with the truth. It is what it is. Here's what it is right here. From the book, The Negro Project. Page 154. Look at this. Talking about these. Look at this. Talking about you, the feminists out there. You might be a low-key feminist. Don't even realize that you is one yet. Maybe this will shed a little light to you. Remember, as well as the feminist movement bears a large part of the blame for bringing this about, far too many women, especially so-called black women, bought into the seductive allure of the feminist line that they could have it all. Feminist dogma also taught far too many women, so-called black women included, that motherhood was, quote, outdated, old-fashioned, and oppressive, and would somehow leave them unfulfilled. These ain't my words. This is words from Margaret Sanger. You should really dig into her whole little operation. The Negro Project, Planned Parenthood, all that. Dig into the crates and start seeing what she was on. Diabolical is fuck. What did it say? It says people like Betty Friedan, Germaine Greer, and Gloria Steinem regarded the traditional family as a relic of patriarchal society in which the woman was expected to, quote, know her place. These are feminists. The natural role of the female as both the nurturing and moderating influence in the family was belittled and condemned by feminists. Pay attention. Whose ranks even include former First Lady, New York Senator, and former U.S. Secretary State Hillary Clinton. Oh, Hillary Clinton, goof ass, her evil ass. She was a straight up endorser of feminism. It was Clinton, who was a student at Wellesley College in the late 1960s, infamously compared marriage and the family to, quote, slavery or, quote, life on an Indian reservation. That's your girl Hillary Clinton. That's her. These are the direct quote from her. She said that a family, a matrimony, a marriage was the equivalent to slavery or a life on a whatever this supposed to mean on an Indian reservation. That's what she compared marriage to. That's what she compared matrimony to. That's what she compared a husband and a wife to. Slavery. Okay? She was one of the main ones out there endorsing feminism. Question time. Question time. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Where you at? Black Lives Matter. Wasn't Black Lives Matter allegedly created by 3 lesbians? Don't get quiet now. Nah. Don't get quiet now. Don't get quiet. Don't start talking about some, I gotta leave. I gotta push the X button. I gotta get out of here. Kush, he tweaking. Nah. I ain't tweaking on nothing. I'm bringing you a question. What's your answer? The Black Lives Matter movement, from what they said, was created by 3 so-called black lesbians. But then we say, didn't right here just say the feminist movement bears a large part of the blame? What's the blame about? The blame is this. If your mind is under PSYOP operations, it's going to be hard for you to process this kind of information. But if it's not under PSYOP control, mind control, then this right here will be something that you could digest and process. So you say something like this then. What are we talking about? We're talking about the legalized murder of more than 1.5 million unborn children a year since 1973. 1/3 of whom are so-called black. God damn. 1.5 million unborn children a year since 1973. We talking about abortions. We talking about that. If all of this is not an extinction level event, one would be hard pressed indeed to find a better example. Damn. Show me somebody who ain't getting genocided like this. But again, it's a PSYOP operation to keep the Moorish man and the Moorish women fighting each other, arguing about who make the biggest bag, who got the rights to do what they want to do. It's a PSYOP operation. You don't see it? You gonna keep fighting about what you want to do and what they want to do, when we both equally cannot exist without each other. The divine masculine energy cannot exist without the divine feminine energy, and vice versa. That's the law or principle of duality. We can't exist without each other. Ding, 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 ding. We can't exist without each other. There must be a divine connection. What's the connection? Moorish man, Moorish women. That's the connection. That's the synchronicity. That is it. The towel with the demo inside of it that look like this. With the demo inside of it that look like this right here. This right here. That's the towel. And if we just zoom out and we look at all of these symbols, we're dealing with holistic philosophies of more science. As above, so below. You're looking at the supernatural, the medical. You're looking at this right here, the crescent moon and the star, which symbolizes. Let me turn this way. Watch this. Watch this now. Let me zoom into this right here. Now, if we looked at this from this angle, this is a representation of what? The mother being pregnant, bearing a seed or a star inside of her womb. This is a symbol of that right here. Right there. You looking at it. The star seed is inside the woman. And the moon shape is her belly. And the sun is coming out when the 9 months is up. Okay. This is why they say women have that glow when they're pregnant. You know how they say women have that golden glow? They radiate. They have so much radiance because the star seed is inside you. And in those 9 months, that star seed, whether it's a boy or a girl, because it's only 2 genders, boy and girl, man and woman. There's not 25,000 genders, contrary to popular belief. Don't let popular belief get your mind under psyops. Because if you go on with popular belief, you under mind control. Out of the book, Critical Thinking, Right here. It say, what do we do when experts disagree? Check it out. Hold up, turn me up now. Turn me up. Turn me up. Let's go. Turn me up. Turn me up, man. Let's go. Turn me up, man.
A couple years ago, I ended up in a motorcycle accident.
Turn me up, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What we say? It say, what do we do when experts disagree? They talking about the experts, right? They talking about what are we gonna do if the experts disagree? What it say? As a critical thinker, you must analyze and evaluate all the available information. Hold up. One more time. As a critical thinker, you must analyze and evaluate all the available information. Develop your own well-reasoned beliefs and recognize when you don't have sufficient information to arrive at well-reasoned beliefs. Means you don't know. So before you make a move, you're going to wait. You're going to evaluate. You're going to gather all the available information, and you're going to develop your own mind. You ain't going to go by what somebody tell you because a so-called expert on TV told you, yeah, put a mask on. Just wear a mask on your face. Yeah. Put a mask on. You're going to be good. Matter of fact, take 5 boosters. Yeah. See how that worked for you. Because all of the so-called experts, they was telling us, all the so-called experts was telling us, yeah, just take it and then take 5 boosters. Just take all of the stuff that we recommend that you do. Just listen to us. Now, look how they backtracking off what they said. Fauci and all the rest of them talking about, I did not tell anyone to shut down the government. Goof ass. You told everybody on national TV to shut it down. Goofball. What you talking about? You ain't tell nobody to shut it down. What is you talking about? You told everybody that. We need to shut it down. We should shut it down. Now, he's supposed to be a so-called expert. Where they at now? Where's all these so-called experts at right now? Where they at? Where they at? Y'all tell me where they at. Y'all tell me where they at. Tell me where they at. All of the so-called experts on crypto. You see that ship sinking. That's dead. All of the so-called experts on relationships. How you gonna have a book called Think Like a Man? That's like a dude writing a book. That's like a woman writing a book called Think Like a Woman. And we go by the book and we gonna put our mindset from how we are as divine masculine man, divine masculine energy. We gonna buy a book that say, think like a woman. And you think that your mind, your genetics, your DNA is gonna go into the mind of a woman though. Because you reading a book that was written by a woman. Just make it make sense. Now you gotta stop just going by what the so-called experts, what they be saying, and then just use some critical thinking and evaluation. Like, do it make sense or don't it make sense? Period. Is it valid or it's not valid? Let's go. Then you go right here with it. What it say? It say, you must realize that these beliefs may evolve over time as you gain information or improve your insight. Beliefs change, just like the weather. This is why we don't deal with no beliefs, because shit changes. But guess what don't change? The truth don't change. Facts don't change at all. They don't change. So why would you want to stay in a belief mentality when you could be out here knowing? You can know law. You can know history. You can study it up. And then you can start cross-referencing in real time so you ain't got to sit back and wait for an expert. What you waiting for somebody to tell you for? It's cool to get some guidance. That's cool. But if you always waiting on a so-called expert to give you some insight, nah, you need to start cracking open them books, going to the lab, going to the gun range, and you going in there, you practicing, you in the gym, you shooting on your own. Go to the gym. Take them shots on your own. Lift them weights on your own. Build yourself up. That's what we all doing. This is what we all doing, man. I'm saying this is what we all doing, G. This is what we all doing. Hold up, man. This is what we all doing. All right. Oh yeah. Before I get up out of here, though. Let me show y'all this. It say this. What is an argument? From the book Logic and Philosophy, 3rd edition. Check the symbols out on here though. Check these symbols out. We learn from the womb to the tomb on everything. From the womb to the tomb. Check this out. What it say about arguments? Logic attempts to distinguish between correct, valid, and incorrect, invalid arguments. This is what logic attempts to do. An argument consists of one or more sentences called premises of the argument, offered in support of another sentence, called the argument's conclusion. Right? Now, over here, deductive and inductive validity. Roughly speaking, a valid argument is an argument whose premises, if true, provide good or sufficient grounds for accepting its conclusion. All other arguments are said to be invalid. So if you ain't got good, sufficient grounds or a conclusion, then your shit invalid. A valid argument got all of those. Your argument, if it has none of these, your shit dead. Valid arguments divide into two kinds, deductive and inductive. The fundamental property of a valid deductive argument is this. If its premises are true, then its conclusion must be true also. Or, to put it another way, if the premises of a valid deductive argument are true, then its conclusion cannot be false. The truth of its premises guarantees, quote unquote, the truth of its conclusion. Ether. So how they trying to argue? How you gonna argue when you ain't got no premise on what you talking about? Your argument ain't got no kind of conclusion. Your argument ain't got no good points. Your argument don't link up nothing that can be traced back to a fact or logic or reason. Therefore, your shit dead. Over with. Your shit over with. If you ain't got none of that, your shit is invalid. So that look like somebody trying to call you a crayon color. And to them, they in the mindset like, we are crayon colors. But you show them a dictionary. Show them a book reference. Dictionary, book reference. Show them a definition like this. This shut their whole shit down. When you show them a definition out of a book called a dictionary, now we speak this language. Why don't you want to learn the words? For the ones out there that want to argue. Don't argue with me because your shit invalid. Don't argue with somebody who's using validity. We talking about deductive validity. You feel me? This is what we talking about. We ain't talking about invalid shit. We talking about deductive and inductive. So you talking about crayon colors. Cool. Crayons are adjectives. See that right there? Hold up. See that right there? Throw a little ink on that. Throw a little extra ink on that. See that? We talking about deductive and inductive reasoning. Okay? Adjectives, ADJ. Now, you remember the last beam out that I just did, I was talking about how hybrid Europeans, they love putting things as abbreviations. And then we end up forgetting the word. But ADJ is an abbreviation of adjective. All right? Adjectives describe. They do not identify. Like this phone right here has a black case on it. Okay? This book right here is orange. But if I didn't show you the book name, you wouldn't know what the book is. You just going by the color. And this is what our people have been brainwashed to do with psyops. They go by, we are a color. That's a psyop. That's a colorable psyop, military psychological operation. Psyops. Deal with crayon colors, not nationalities. Bing bong. Okay, so now, you see that? Black. All these on here. All these on here. You see them? You see all these on here right here? Hold up. See all these on here right here? Look at all these wicked, nasty little names that they got on there. Look. Hold up. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right here, fam. See that? Let's go right here. See, look at all these nasty, wicked little words on here for black. Dark, grimy, dirty, without any light. Negroes. The darkest color. Dismal, gloomy, wicked, evil. Is that you? You still want to identify with all these definitions? It don't say nothing in this whole definition that's something positive. Nothing. Wicked, evil. This what you want to be? This what you gonna call your brother you say you love? Your sister that you say you love? Your woman that you say you love? You women, you gonna call us Moorish man? You gonna call us dirty? Grimy? So how we gonna call y'all dirty and grimy, but we say we love y'all? Don't tell me nothing about black means beautiful. No, the fuck it don't. Because it ain't in the dictionary. Don't be a contradiction. Don't be a walking contradiction telling me that black means beautiful and positive. That ain't in the dictionary for the definition. It ain't in there. So you can go ahead and take that shit somewhere else because it ain't in the dictionary. Old or new. But you want to get the older books because the older books got more jewels in it. It ain't get washed out yet. The older the dictionary, the better. Blackamoor. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Blackamoor. That's a compound word. 2 words made to be one. Blackamoor. What it say? Archaic. That means it's ancient. More is ancient. But what they do though? Hide it in plain sight. They'll say a Negro because up here they said black is a Negro, right? But then they say a Moor is archaic and a Moor is a dark-skinned person. What? So if you're a dark-skinned person, then you're a Moor. Got him. Got him. If you're a Moor, if you're a dark-skinned person, that means you're a Moor. You can't be black because that's an adjective. You see? You see how that works? Now let's go to white. They love saying white. Let's go to white real quick. Before I slide. Let's go to white real quick. Before I get up out of here. What did it say? White. Same thing. ADJ. Adjective. 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 See? White. Adjective. It's not a people. It's a description. And pale Europeans are not white. If we're dealing with logic, critical thinking, common sense, and reason, when you look at somebody, you don't say what they are, because that's why you go by nationality. You don't go by white or black or orange or blue. No, you're going to go by, what's your bloodline? Where you from? Right? Now, on the white, you see this. What do you see right here? The color of snow. Who you know outside the color of snow? No. The color of salt. No. 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 There. No. 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 It doesn't match. But then they going by white, and then they say this: honorable, trustworthy, fair. See? The color of snow or salt, the opposite of black. A white paint. This is the crucial part. So you got to see it in real time, though. And throw some ink on it in real time. You see? You see that? It says a white paint, dye, or pigment. White clothing. When you go to an all-white party. You see? When you go to an all-white party, you going to a party where everybody got white on. You go to a party where everybody got black on. But you ain't black or white. You just going to a party putting all black on or putting all white on. Bing bong. You see how we just go straight to it? Just go straight to it, fam. Just go straight to it. Go straight to it. Straight to it. Look. And you say this right here. Right. You going to an all black affair. You going to an all white affair. Yes. This is what it is. This is what it is. Okay. This is what it is. So we seen white, we seen black. If you still think that deals with human beings, your mind is under PSYOP control, which is a military psychological operation. If you still stuck on crayon colors, your mind is under PSYOP control. Okay? A public service announcement. The grammatical key is here for a reason. We're nouns. Person, place, thing, idea. People, nouns. Adjectives describe the nouns. Therefore, we can never be the adjective. This is a green book. But if I didn't show you the name of this book, how would you know what kind of book I'm talking about? I just said, I got a green book over here, Joe. Okay, you would say, well, what the hell is the name of the book, Kush? I don't need to know what color the book is. What is the identity of the book? You get it? PSYOP, Military Psychological Operation Manual. Ah, right. The root. This is the root. This is the root. Not the symptoms, the root of what needs to change. And it's changing right now. You don't feel that electricity in your head right now? You don't feel that energy galvanizing in your spirit right now? It's lit, man. Son, shit lit, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Because we go right here to people. What it say? What it say right here for people? What it say right here for people? It say people are nouns. Huh? People, peopled, peopling. Men, women, and children. Human beings, persons. Huh? American people. Peoples of Asia. Not crayon colors. Ah. You gotta love it. So look, I hope y'all got something from this beam up. What time is it? Yeah, I'm finna move around. It's always love building with y'all though. Each one teach one, fam. The book is out. It's available at khalifamedia.com. It's also available on Amazon. You can go to Amazon. You can snatch it up. It's right there. Go to khalifamedia.com. Keep it in the fam. Or you can go to Amazon and snatch the book up too. All right? We ain't showing nothing but receipts, fam. That's it. If they ain't showing receipts, they ain't on nothing. It's time to stop believing, stop having blind faith. If they ain't showing receipts, you know they ain't on shit. They lying. So it's time to start calling them motherfuckers out. Straight up. Start calling their ass out. It's lit now. It's lit now. That's what time it is. It's the time it is. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what time it is right now. Peace and love to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Peace and love to all y'all Moors out there, all y'all Muslims out there, all y'all Asiatics out there. Don't forget, don't let them put a psyop on your head telling you that the Zodiac ain't got nothing to do with us. Don't let them tell you that the Zodiac ain't the Zodiac Constitution. Don't let them spin you. Don't let them put a psyop on you and tell you, nah, you know, the Zodiac is and alchemy and astrology have nothing to do with what's going on. It got everything to do with what's going on. This is actually everything that's going on. You can see in the Zodiac. Don't let them psyop you now. Don't let them do it. Shut out the Flint. Don't let them do it to you. All right? Don't let them do it to you. Hold up. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them do it to you, fam. Hold up. Where we at? Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them psyop you out here. Don't let them psyop you. All right? Let me show y'all these books before I slide, though. All right? Let's go. Don't let them psyop you now. Don't let them tell you that this land ain't your land. Don't let them tell you that the Americas ain't the true old world. Don't let them tell you that. Twin flames. Yes, sir, it's real. Twin flames is real. Don't let them psyop you, though. Don't let them tell you that we won here first. Don't let them tell you that it's a fight between men and women. Nah, we both want the same things. We both want love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We both equally. This is what people get it messed up at. Equally, we both want the same things. Principles. Love, truth, peace of mind, freedom to move around, and justice. We both are equal because we want the same thing. Except we are divine masculine energy, and you, Moorish women, you divine feminine energy. But we equal because we need each other to make the whole, the Tao, the principle of duality. We need each other to generate the energy to move the circle. You get it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't let them psyop you. Don't let them psyop you. Don't let them do it. Thinking critically. Don't let them psyop you. Don't let them do it to you. Don't let them psyop you now. Don't let them do it. Cameroon. Salute, Moors. Ancient language of the sacred sound. Don't let them psyop y'all Moors out there. Stay strong. Stay diligent. Stay in your studies. Because they'll try to do it to you. They definitely will try to do it to you. You know what I'm saying? They'll definitely try to do it to you. And don't forget this wicked chick right here. Don't forget her. Research the Negro Project. Alright? Research this. This right here, fam. This chick right here was so wicked and diabolical, fam. She called us human weeds. This is how she looked at us. At our people. Human weeds. Don't fall for it no more. Don't get psyop no more. Don't get psyop. Don't get pulled into them arguments that don't have no premises. Don't get pulled into that. Deal with word magic. Start controlling your words. Think about what you're saying out your mouth. Stop identifying as a crayon color. Identify with a nationality. We Moors. You know what I'm saying? Moorish Haitians. Moorish Jamaicans. Moorish Venezuelans. You know what I'm saying? Moorish Tainos. etc., etc. Moorish Colombians, Moorish Ecuadorians, Moorish Britons, etc. So I'm gonna get at y'all Moors on the next one though. Alright? Where that demo at? If I can find it. I can't even find it right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Peace. I got something for the music too. I got some. Tune in for the next beam out for the music. I got some on the music. Tune in for the next beam out for the music. I got something real special for that. Yeah. I got something real special for that. I don't even know where that book at. It's around here somewhere. I can't find it right now. I don't even know where that book at. But appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay tuned for part 3. It's going by fast. I don't even know where that book is. That's wild. That's wild. But I'm going to holler at y'all more on the next one, though, all right? I got to move around. Peace and love. Much appreciation to all y'all that tune in. When y'all tune in, don't forget, leave comments. Leave comments. Get them likes up. Leave comments. Because the more y'all give it up, the more the algorithm going to push it. All right? Each one teach one. I self-law and master. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Peace, Moors.